Hi, everybody. This is Kathy L. Murphy, the Pulpwood Queen, and I want you all to come over right now as we go back to school for our Pulpwood Queen Film Club. Go to Facebook, type in the Pulpwood Queen Film Club, and you will see a link for our Zoom meeting that's starting at 6:30 live. So come on board. We're going to be watching the wonderful award-winning film, Three Idiots, which is all about education and teaching from the college experience. So please join us, the Pulpwood Queen Film Club, in just a few, 6:30 p.m. We'll see you then. Bye. 6:30 p.m. We'll see you then. Bye. Hi, everybody. This is Kathy L. Murphy, the Pulpwood Queen. And I want you all to come over right now as we go back to school for our Pulpwood Queen Film Club. Go to Facebook, type in the Pulpwood Queen Film Club, and you will see a link for our Zoom meeting that's starting at 6:30 live. So come on board. We're going to be... Hey! Stephanie, can you see me? Which is all about education and teaching. Hi, Stephanie. So please join us. Can you see me? Queen Film Club in just a few, 6:30 p.m. We'll see you then. Bye. Stephanie. I see you. Can you see me? Hit unmute. I don't have any voice with you. I can't hear you. You're on mute. Mute. I don't know where it would be. Look under, let's see, at the top. There you go. I can hear you now.
Awesome. Oh, you look adorable. You look adorable. So cute.
Oh, that's so great. Well, I found my graduation gown.
Awesome.
So, it's still like brand new. It was in the closet. But anyway, I have my 2017 graduation and my wonderful my awards for magna cum laude for graduating from the University of Texas and my wonderful little University of Texas pen. So I am very excited that you're here. It may be just us, but I'm going to share the video later. Is it just about time?
6:28.
Yep, we got 2 minutes. We're going to wait and see if anybody else joins us. It is recording so that you'll know, but you're going to love all the information I'm going to share with you here in just a second. And later on, for those that are watching this, that jump in at any point, this will be playing as soon as it downloads on my YouTube channel. It's Kathy L. Murphy channel on YouTube. But for now, here we are, and this is the first time actually I have done anything like this on Zoom. So I appreciate you joining me, Stephanie. And for those of you who don't know Stephanie, she is one of my Pulpwood Queen authors, one of my best friends, and she owns Decorate Ornate in Gladewater, Texas. She also takes Americans to Italy and Europe, and she has Decorate Ornate tours, and it's the official tour company of the Pulpwood Queens. And as you can see, her beautiful home decorated with Italian finds from really all over Europe. So go to her store in Gladewater, Texas. The other thing I want to mention about Stephanie is she has 3 books, 2 books that are nonfiction about taking Americans to Europe called Mamma Mia, and you'll give the full title. But she has a beautiful coffee table book on decorating because her home and all the weddings and parties that she does are absolutely beyond belief. But in December, she'll be our pick of the month for the Pulpwood Queen Book Club selection. And we also are going to be featuring her in December on Feather Your Nest. So you're going to be able to see her home and see all the different collections that she's got. So stay tuned. Familiarize yourself with the Elizabeth Taylor of the Pulpwood Queen world. You really do look like her. So anyway, anything you want to throw in before I start my wonderful spiel here tonight?
Oh, I'm just excited. It's my first one to be in the film club, and I'm excited. I can't wait to hear what all you're going to tell us tonight. Well, and it is also the countdown to Kathy L. Murphy's birthday.
Oh, yes.
It is next week. So you guys, let's riv it up and wish her a happy birthday every day, starting Monday through Thursday.
Oh, yes, everybody, the big 64. But I'm just getting started, you all. I've talked today to Pulpwood Queen author Revis Wortham, who is going to be the co-host with Brooklyn Bradley LaFleur at our annual Big Next Pulpwood Queen convention in 2022. I had wonderful chats with Annie McDonald from the Write Review Book Club, and I'm going to be participating, helping on that blog site. So it's out of New York. And I talked to Pulpwood Queen author Kelly Coates Gilbert, who is a tech wizard, and she kind of helped me out on some of these things that the old girl is learning how to do. But I hope you will appreciate my official University of Texas graduation gown. That the two biggest things that happened, well, maybe three biggest things that happened in my life besides having my children was, first of all, publishing my book, The Pulpwood Queen's Tiara Wearing Book Sharing Guide to Life. And I want you all to read this because it was endorsed by the Texas Library Association. I was the closing speaker, one of the keynotes with Laura and Jenna Bush. And it has lists in this book of, if you like this chapter, read these books. But it's my story, my memoir on how books saved me and why I am on a mission to promote authors, arts, books, films, literacy, reading. If it's anything to do about storytelling, it's all about the story for me. So this is my book. And I want to share with you tonight the movie we're going to be watching after this is over. And it'll give you time to get in your jammies and make some popcorn, maybe get a Coke. But the movie we're going to be watching, don't let the title fool you. It's called Three Idiots. It's an award-winning film from India. It has English subtitles. If you go to netflix.com, I've given the links for Netflix, and it's on there. And Amazon Prime, you can rent it there. But I wanted to tell you that during this coronavirus and the time of social distancing, I have been in my little cabin in the woods and alone most of the time. So if I'm not reading or painting or writing, I'm researching for the film club. And I want to mention a couple of great reads for film people. If you don't know anything about the wonderful world of Bollywood, which really started in the 1990s, I want you to check out Bollywood's India. And I'll list these later. This is Hindi Cinema as a Guide to Contemporary India. It's by Rachel Dwyer. It's very comprehensive, but it's a really fun read. And I had no idea that the biggest film star in the world was Shah Rukh Khan, who has a net worth of like $600 million, and people go and see him more than Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt and all these people. And so I discovered through Bollywood him first, and I've kind of expanded from that. But our January International Book Club read is going to be King of Bollywood, Shah Rukh Khan and the Seductive World of India Cinema. This is written by an Indian film critic who's amazing. Her name's Anupama Chopra. And I watch her videos all the time to get ideas on films, and there's Stephanie's little puppy. And I cannot tell you how insightful this book was, but I am following all this news of what they're doing in India, because this man is in his early 50s. He's made just almost 100 films. That one film that he has that I'm going to be talking about is Diwali Dulhania Le Jangling. I'm pronouncing it so wrong, but this movie has played in theaters in India for over 20 years. 20 years. People go over and over. It's kind of like here in the United States, every time they play the Rocky Horror Picture Show, there's always this cult following. Well, in India, they go see this film every day. This book is also by Anupama Chopra. It's a modern classic. It's fabulous. And it takes him from the time he started in film until today. But he's got 15 films coming up. And many of them we're going to be watching on the film club. And then, because I just really get into everything that I'm into, I have recently been diagnosed as being diabetic. So I've been on a vegetarian diet and eating a lot of Mediterranean type foods. So I discovered this wonderful book. It's called Bollywood Kitchen. And it's home cooked Indian meals paired with unforgettable um, Bollywood films. And one of my favorites is Devdas. And they have this delicious dish that I have made over and over now for my family, and it's a family favorite. It's called keema. And I'm telling you, I put my own spin on it. I'm going to have Kat's keema in my new book coming out, because I do have a new book I'm going to tell you about in just a minute. But one other book that is really interesting for me, and of course it has a lot of really hunky photos of Shah Rukh Khan. It's King Khan, and he goes by SRK. You can find him on Facebook, but he's not in the film tonight, but he's in a lot of the films. But the book that I'm working on now is The Pulpwood Queen Goes Back to School, because I went through a divorce, the death of my father, and always on my birthday, look, it's almost my birthday, always on my birthday, the biggest life-changing thing in the world happens to me. And that year, on the day before my birthday, I thought, is this it for me? You know, here I am now in my 60s, early 60s, and what am I going to do? And I thought, what would my father want me to do if he was here to tell me? And he'd say, take the money that I left you and go back to school. So I drove over to Tyler, Texas, and I went to the admissions office the day before school started, and I told them that I was going to be enrolling in school. And the young man smiled at me and he said, well, this is not exactly how it works. He goes, you have to have your transcripts sent. I go, done. I've had them all sent from 6 universities. Oh, well, you've got to, enroll online. I go, I'm here in person. I'm not a big computer person. So I'm going to tell you, sir, that I'm not leaving here today until I'm signed up for classes tomorrow. And he started laughing, and I told him everything I've been through. And he said, you know what, let's make this happen. So the next day at 8 o'clock in the morning, I was at my first printmaking class I majored in fine arts, and I got my degree in a BFA in fine arts and minor in art history. So I do a lot of research. Like, I've been reading all about the Taj Mahal. It fascinates me. I've got another wonderful book that is on the world's religions. So I've been studying all about Hindi and Hinduism and the cultures and everything that's involved with their customs. And it's so colorful, and it's so much about storytelling. Always being an author and a book person who love Southern storytellers. I didn't think anybody could tell stories better than a good old Southerner like Pat Conroy and Fannie Flagg, Ellen Gilchrist and Mark Childress and Michael Morris. Oh, I could go on for days. But what I love about Indian films is they have stories. And they have stories that are so life-changing for me that I'm laughing my head off one minute and then I'm crying buckets the next. When you watch this film tonight, there are some things in it that are very adult. So it's probably not wise to have children under the age of 18 watch. If you do let them watch, be sure and discuss it with them afterwards, because there's one couple of scenes that are pretty graphic and disturbing, but it's important to the story. And we're going to watch Three Idiots. It won all these awards. Amir Khan, who's not related to Shah Rukh Khan at all, is probably one of the other best actors that I love, because he really champions storytelling. And this film is a little longer than most. So if you don't want to go on Facebook afterwards and discuss, that's fine. I'll check in all week if you have any questions. I'd be glad to discuss them with you. But it's about a bunch of boys who go to this school. And what happens, because in India, it's very important education. When a child is born, they say you're going to become a doctor, a lawyer, an architect, an engineer, and it is set in stone. And there's something to be said about how we learn and how our teachers teach us. I learned a lot when I went back to school because the Pulpwood Queen is a lifelong learner. And we can learn a lot through walking in other people's shoes by reading their stories in books. And then we can add to that story and even more in depth when we go visual, because I am a visual learner. I love the color, the cinematography, the settings. And it's so funny. This is in subtitles, and I don't even look at them anymore because I swear I've watched so many of these films now, I'm starting to understand the language. And I mean, I can go, you know, I know what they mean when they go nay, nay, nay. I know what they mean when they go namaste. I know what they mean when they say shukara. I have learned, just like I learned when I went with you, Stephanie, to Italy, we started learning all the Americano through songs and through talking to Tony and Nino, who are native Italian. So tonight, it's our second film to watch. Fix some popcorn, get on your jammies, be a lifelong learner, go back to school. I plan on going back again at 65 because that's just 1 year away. Because here in Texas, in the Texas university system, you can go back to school at 65 for free. Seniors, rock! So I'm trying to decide if I want to get my second degree in geology, which I have tons of hours, I love the sciences, or if I want to get my degree in forestry since I'm the Pulpwood Queen. You know, I might just do both. So right now, my livelihood is I'm an artist and I sell my paintings. Go to thepulpwoodqueens.com and see my blog today on my art. And I've got Stephanie, your Decorate Ornate, is listed. I appreciate you joining me. And now I'm going to say goodbye, hook 'em horns, Texas. And we'll see you next Saturday night at 6:30 with another movie. I actually have, folks, a schedule set up for actresses, film directors, stars of documentaries. We're going to have all kinds of people doing the live Zooms with me before the movies besides just me. But it's going to take a little bit to get this all started. So I wish I could play Pomp and Circumstance as I march away to my television screen. But Stephanie, I'll be talking to you soon. Bye, everybody. This will be posted up on the Kathy L. Murphy YouTube channel, and I'll probably share it on Facebook too. So bye for now, and we will hope that you all have fun at the movies. Bye. Bye, Stephanie.
Ah.